You have a ferry for cars out from Gazenica, and you have another. It's super easy, you know, with the car when you come in with the highway. Hi everyone, today we are going to show you the ferry ports in Zadar, because Zadar is one of the few cities in Croatia which actually have two ferry ports. Now I'm standing at the car ferry port, which is located 2 kilometers north of the city center, roughly. And later in the video I'm going to show you the port which is located next to the old town, where you have passenger ferries only. So from the car ferry terminal here, which is a really big one and a pretty new one, which was built maybe 10 years ago. They have all the car ferries going to the islands in the Zadar archipelago. And of course, if you look here, we have a sign up here. You have some of the most popular ones is the ferry to Dugi Otok or Ugljan Pasman, especially the one between Zadar and Prego. Is one of the most busy ferry routes in Croatia, and it basically runs from down here, and it's only a 25 minutes ride, and then you're on island Ugljan. And for all the smaller islands which you find in the archipelago, you also have car ferries here. From the center of town you have passenger boats, so you have different options depending on whether you're coming with a car or just traveling as a foot passenger. Getting to the ferry port super easy, you know, with the car when you come in with the highway. You have signs directing you down here, so really easy if you are spending your holiday on one of the islands and have to take the ferry here from Zadar. Everything is super well organized, so nothing to worry about in this direction. And when you end down here with the car, I don't know if it's visible, but over here on this side of me you actually have a ticket sales office, which if you're going to one of these places up here, and the lanes down to the Pasman ferry, the Prego ferry. Down here you have actually 3 places where you can buy tickets, so even if you don't come with a ticket already, it's pretty easy. You just basically drive down here and then you buy it in one of these houses. There's of course also a main terminal building which we are just gonna go over and have a bit look on. If you come early and you want to spend some time, we can show you what's inside there. So let's follow me please. And you see there's also a bus stop if you want to go into the city. You have bus number 9 actually arriving here. That one could take you to the center. And then over here is the main ferry building, the terminal building. And although it's not like in the port in Split where you have a lot of different ferry companies in Zadar, Gazenica, it's very easy. We are standing in front of the ticket office of Jadrolinija. That's the only ferry companies here. So there's basically, you don't have to shop around and look at different places. This is basically the only company selling from here, so very easy. We can just have a peek inside and see how it looks. And here you have, all the lines. I mean, this one illustrates, look how many islands there are. It's just crazy. We are arriving at the Zadar Gazenica ferry port. Okay, they're a little bit angry with him. It's going full speed. And to the right over here, what we see is the terminal building, the new terminal building, and the berth we see over to the right. I think it's mainly for the cruise ships. To me now he goes a bit fast, but he kind of assumes he knows what he's doing. He has good brakes apparently. And now we are walking towards the cruise port. Yeah. So you can see here it says on the door, Zadar Cruise Port. So this is the entrance. So from now we are basically gonna jump in the car and we are gonna go to the the ferry port, the passenger-only ferry port, which is located next to the old town. So let's see you a bit later. So now we are in the old town of Zadar to basically show you the second part of the second port in Zadar, where you find all the fast ferries. And we are now standing at the east gate of the old town. And basically when we go out of the old town here, this is where we find all the fast ferries. So please follow me, I will explain you a bit while we walk around. You have 4 or 5 different ferry companies operating the fast ferries. One of them here is Mia Tours. They have their own lines to several smaller islands like Premuda, Silba and Olip in the archipelago of Zadar. And then they also sell the tickets for Krilo Kapitan Luka, which runs a fast ferry between Zadar and Pula. It also stops on Maliloshin and a few other islands. So you have a lot of places you can travel to with these passenger-only ferries. Actually, Split port is the biggest port in terms of passengers in Croatia, but Zadar is the one who's connected to the most destinations and the most islands. Oops, I'm gonna be run down. So you can actually from Zadar port, from this fast ferry and Gazenica, the one we visited earlier today, in total you can sail to more than 15 different islands and more than 25 different destinations. So you really have a lot of options. Anyway, let's go down, see if we can find some of the fast ferries so you have an idea how they look like. But basically out this east gate, continue straight. So as soon as you get out here, the stretch you have here both to the left and the right is where you will find all the fast ferries moored. There's no berth number like on Gazenica, so you will simply need to look for the company, the logo of the company, where depending on where you're sailing, and then maybe if there's more of them, then ask the staff, you know, if that's the right ferry. Let's walk out here a bit.
They don't have this LED display like they do in Split.
No, there's basically limited information here. You basically just need to know it's the area. I mean, worst case, you need to walk 100 meters with your suitcase or 200 meters. If you get to this point, you can also go here. If you're not in the old town, there's bus stops right out here. You can get out with several of the city bus lines. And you of course can also take a Uber, Bolt or whatever, a taxi, and they can drop you up exactly here where the ferries depart.
It's pretty easy to navigate. How long before departure?
I would say, because you might have to walk, and if you have a suitcase, be here. Maybe if you already bought a ticket online, be here at least 20 minutes before. If you need to locate the ticket office, you saw already, I showed you Mia Tours Jarolinja, which was where you could basically buy for 3 of the companies. But on the next street we have up here, there's another one of the companies selling tickets, so it might take you a bit of time to locate the ticket office, or maybe half an hour if you didn't buy the ticket, just to be sure. And of course you can just enter one of the holes into the old town. Then you have shops and coffee bars, so if you are too early you can easily kill 15 minutes, half an hour without having to walk too much. And one thing I forgot to mention this morning when we were at Gazenica, where I told you that the main car ferry connection is the one between Gazenica and Prego on Ugljan. Of course, there's also a passenger boat sailing from in here to Ugljan. So if you're spending your holiday on Ugljan, or you just want to see see the Prego town over there, go over there for coffee, you can actually take a boat from here, and it also only takes 20-25 minutes to get over there. So you have that route you can catch from both places. The same goes with lots of the smaller island. You have a ferry for cars out from Gazenica, and you have another passenger boat / fast ferry going from this area here. So these are a bit older fast ferries, but still fast ferry. I think this one is from Mia Tours. And the next one is from GV Zadar, one of the other companies. And this is kind of, I don't know if that one sails quite fast or if it's just a boat. But anyway, this is the area where we walk now. This is where you're gonna find the fast ferry, so pretty easy. Regarding the tickets, I mean, basically all of them, I think all of them sell online, so you can basically fix everything before, get your ticket and just go and look for the boat, or otherwise, as I said, find the selling point here around. Everything pretty easy, so I think there's not much more to say. On the website, on my website, we will publish all information. You can see exactly where you can catch each ferry, what the options are, car ferry, passenger ferry, or both. And we will also link to all the websites of the ferry company, so you very easy can find all the information. Yeah, that was pretty much it. This video from Zadar is a series of videos we are doing in the Zadar area, Zadar city, and all the stuff. We will publish them in the next 2 months, so please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel if you want to see more from this area, and of course also we have videos from many other places in Croatia. So hope you like it, and till the next one. Thank you.